Summer can be a great time to be a mom. I should know, I've got 2 boys. Unless, of course, your ex is being a big pain in the ass when it comes to timesharing. I'm Vanessa Vasquez, founder of the Vasquez de Lara group, where we help when family problems become legal problems. Here's some of the biggest issues that I've seen moms face when it comes to summer timesharing and what you can do about them. Number 1, dad isn't really taking care of the kids. Have you heard? There's no food in the fridge. Number 2, dad isn't sticking to the schedule and it's wrecking chaos. And number 3, dad is nowhere to be found when you need to get consent to travel or for the passports. So let's talk about number 1. Dad isn't really taking care of the kids. When you're going from the school year to the summer, it could be a really big transition, especially if the dad was used to dropping off the kids and having breakfast and lunch taken care of by the school cafeteria. It can really be gut-wrenching when you're picking up the kids from their dads and they're obviously upset. They may look sad because dad hasn't been around and just left them in front of the TV all week, or they may be begging to go to the drive-thru because there was no food in the refrigerator and the only food in the house was some cans of soup in the cabinets. Number 2, dad isn't sticking to the timesharing schedule. This could be going both ways. Dad might be trying to keep the kids longer than he's supposed to, or he's trying to bring them back early because maybe he's got a hot date. Either way, it's a mess. There's a parenting plan and a timesharing schedule for a reason, and he probably fought to get that timesharing schedule. Regardless of which way he's violating it, and regardless of the reason, it's messing up with your schedule and your ability to plan your life. Number 3, dad isn't around to give his consent to travel or give his consent for a passport. Now that the pandemic is over, for the most part, lots of moms are traveling with their kids again. However, even if you have 100% timesharing because dad isn't sticking to the schedule, you may still have some parental responsibility. And most parenting plans are going to have a paragraph that talks about international travel needing both parents' consent. And even if that's not the case, the State Department's still gonna need both parents to sign for the passport. So what are you supposed to do if dad isn't answering you, isn't in the picture, or is nowhere to be found? Fortunately, there's things you can do in all of these situations. Obviously, you can try and work it out peacefully. That could mean having a conversation with him, asking him what's going on. You may just need a little bit of help transitioning from new reality from where you were, and without having you to take care of everything for him. But if it's serious and you really feel that the kids are in danger, you can take it to court to force the issue. And if it continues to be a problem, he could be held in contempt of the parenting plan and agreement, or he could lose his timesharing rights. With issues like sticking to the schedule, if it's minor and every once in a while, like a few hours here and there, you're probably gonna need to work that out on your own. But even if it's more frequent, I always encourage people to try to work things out outside of court whenever possible. That's always going to be the easiest way if you can make it work. But I know that's not always possible. So if you need to file an enforcement action in court, a judge can make it so very clear that if the behavior continues, he's going to be in contempt of court. And if it's really serious, a modification of timesharing schedule could happen right away. And if dad's not in the picture or just doesn't want to respond to you, maybe he blocked your phone, but you still need to get his consent or signature for something, don't worry. It's possible to get a court order that's going to replace dad's consent or replace the need to have his signature on the passport application. If you would like to learn more about timesharing and get some of our free resources on enforcement and modifications, be sure to click the link in the description and in our bio. I'm Vanessa Vasquez with the Vasquez de Lara Law Group, and remember, when family problems become legal problems, we can help.